computer chip technology replaces older cartridge games forever. Never ever buy those expensive cartridges again.
Dude, did you just throw my cartridge in the trash? Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your man Bob coming at you again with another terrible, utterly disgraceful, video game commercial here. This is a kind of an info commercial here that we're looking at for the Pro200 handheld system. Right, if you ever had this or you know anybody who had it, let me know in the comments. This ad is I went, on the surface, it looks like it's going to be a boring ad, but believe me, oh yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. So make sure you stay tuned. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want to see more terrible video game commercial commentary. Thank you. And let's go ahead and get started.
Hey, what do you got there?
The video game has over 200 games.
Cool, 200 games?
That's right. Over 200 games can be yours with Pro200, the greatest bargain in computer game history.
All right, so this is apparently the greatest bargain in computer game history because it offers over 200 games, exactly 256 to be exact. As you can see, well, this is just the most cutting edge technology ever, right? You see this. This is the Pro200. This barely visible screen. You have this terrible D-pad over here. You have how many action buttons? Was there like one action button? This whole thing. But yeah, real great bargain. Real great bargain. Whoa, this thing even fits in this guy's humongous pocket. Whoa. That is so like that is the biggest pocket in the history of pockets right there. Like that is just the biggest pocket ever. In case you wanted to take this piece of crap on the go with you, if you hate yourself that much, you can take the Pro200 with you.
Unit, and with 15 skill levels for each game, there are more than 2,000. Okay. So here's what they're doing. So because, yeah, all right, okay. So they're saying that we have over 200 games, and each one of those games has 15 skill levels. 15 skill levels. Like, wow. Most games will have like maybe 2 or 3, skill levels. But you guys went the extra mile and put 15 skill levels for over 200 games, giving you over 2,000 ways to play. All right, I'm just really curious how that works. But all right, great. Like 15 skill levels. 1,000 ways to play. Through this special TV offer, you can get the Pro200 for just $19.98. That's less than 10 cents per game. Play games like Space War, Ping Pong, Race Car, Shooting Attack. Well, let's just go through those lists real fast. Such an extensive list. That's less than 10 cents per game. That's right. It costs exactly 10 cents to make each one of these low budget games. Cents per game. Play games like Space War, Ping Pong, Race Car. What the hell is Race Car? That's a game title. Ping Pong. Shooting Attack. All right, Shooting Attack, Race Car, and much more. Okay, doesn't seem like it has a whole lot of games. Like there's not a whole lot here. Shooting Attack and much more. This new computer. Does this thing look like a toilet cover? Kind of looks like a toilet cover. It's maybe a little bit. I don't know. It's just something about this design that's a little off-putting. And so as you can see here, it's a D-pad. It doesn't look like the D-pad has the best central pivot. There's one action button, which makes sense because like it makes sense that there's one action button because every game probably just uses like that one button there. And for some reason, they put a whole keyboard here. They put a whole keyboard here. I don't know what that possibly could be for. Oh, maybe the what is it? The calculator? Yeah. But you think any of the games, like, function with this? Like, they deliberately put this on here to make it look more sophisticated. You probably don't use any of these buttons for any of the games here.
Computer chip technology replaces older cartridge games forever. Never ever buy those expensive.
But they just throw away like a $60 like SNES cartridge. So they're claiming that their computer chip technology is more advanced than like a system like a Super Nintendo. And so by that rationing, I should throw away all my cartridges that I have. Right? They're saying to never buy another cartridge again. So I should just get rid of all the cartridges that I have. Any new cartridges that come out. Oh, I don't know if my Nintendo 64 or Game Boy Color, you're telling me to stay away from those.
Cartridges again. You'll get the Pro200 with over 200 games for only $19.98, a fraction of what you'd pay for those older systems. But that's not all. The Pro200 is also a...
All right, so the way I look at the Pro200, that's not much of a name either, right? Basically, this is like the only practical like thing to actually use on this device, the calculator function. Like, you see this kid right here just doing his math homework with the calculator. Like, that is the only like practical function I can see that someone actually using the Pro200 for. Are you gonna have fun playing with it? No, but at least you can like do some like long division, right? So yeah, man, like this product really isn't anything to like praise. Nothing at all.
full function calculator and is not available in stores. Here's how to order.
For fast delivery of Pro200 with over 200 computer games, call 1-800-306-5100 or send $19.98 plus shipping and handling to the address on your screen.
Yeah, you gotta love these made for television ads. I believe in some mall kiosks you can find a made for television store that would probably sell this type of like stuff, but back then, right, this stuff was exclusively bought on the TV over the phone. And you had to call within a certain time to get the deal. And so this would have people just, breaking out their credit cards and dialing this 1-800 number. All right, so in long run, like, what do I think about the product? Well, obviously, I don't think that much about it. This commercial made some pretty bold claims. Trying to say that this little handheld device is better than like a 16-bit Super Nintendo. Which, by the way, I found it funny how they were throwing away SNES cart in like 1998. So by then, most kids probably would have had an N64. That just tells you right there that the person who was making this commercial didn't know what the hell they were talking about. And obviously, right? So let's just watch that. Let's just rewatch that part again. Just go back here, rewatch that part.
This new computer chip technology replaces older cartridge games forever. Never ever buy.
It really says replaces really saying replace cartridges forever. Like, of course by now, like, how many kids have PlayStation 1s? How many kids have N64s? Like, this is like they're trying to make this product seem cutting edge when really it's dated. It is so dated and it's such a budget like console. As for the ad itself, well, when you're selling a video game console, you want to show people having fun with it, but the few people that are in this ad, are they really having that much fun? Like, all right, you have these two kids at the beginning. This is the only time you ever see a kid actually like holding the handheld console. But other than that, you don't really I guess this guy too. But is anybody really having fun with it? Like, no, they're not. And essentially that's what, like, not that I'm an expert on advertising, but I want to see people like enjoying the product that you're claiming that is so amazing. Like, you guys could have spent some money and got a few more actors for this, or maybe a few like endorsements. Then again, who the hell would endorse this? All right, and as for the design, well, the design kind of sucks. It looks like a toilet lid. It really looks like a toilet lid. And the fact they put a keypad on it, yes, it has the calculator function, but they put the keypad on it. I'm not even sure if you can actually use the keypad in any of the games that you play on this thing, but they put it on there to make it look more cutting edge, and that's just that's not the case at all. All right, so we have looked at this commercial. Look at the more specific details of the Pro 200 handheld. All right, so now we're on the Wikipedia page for the Pro 200. All right, so this was the computer game entertainment center, portable game unit. 16 games included. This is the same one that was advertised, 16 games. Okay, I'm just confused because they said in the commercial that there were 256 games. All right, so yeah, so there's a 4-way directional pad. All right, and let's see. Yeah, one action button, fire button. So you have one fire button. One off, reset, mute, start, pause, right? Okay, so start, pause, reset, mute. All right, so this takes about 2 AA batteries and includes a watch battery. All right, so there's a clock on this too. All right, so yeah, there wasn't 200. So 16 games sounds reasonable enough. I feel like they could have sold this at $20 and still said, okay, we only had 16 games. But because they wanted to like sound fancy, they said Pro 200 game system. All right, so this was made by International TV Concepts Limited. I don't know. But yeah, this here's the measurement for the screen. 7 inches wide, approximately 3.5 inches. 7 inches wide by 3.5 inches. It's only 1 inch high when it's closed. It's a LCD screen that opens vertically. Game screen itself is less than 1 inch wide, approximately 1 3/4 inches tall. The small compartment casing is a little over 3 inches wide and is little less than 4 inches tall. Let's see. All right, so these are the included games. All right, so there are not 256 games. I doubt there was ever 256 games in this. I think they probably really stretched that. Also, well, maybe they're right about the 15 levels of difficulty and 15 like speeds, but like, how do you tell which from the other? But yeah, the games were pretty limited. So you have brick games. So these are Tetris clones, fire tank attack, shooting tank. All right, frog. Here we have a Frogger clone, hammer attack. That's a boxing game. Ping pong, breakout clone. That's where, because when they said ping pong, I could have sworn they meant the actual ping pong game, but they were referring to Breakout. There's a whole, well, I guess similar kind of game. And Race Car. That's that very ambiguous title, Race Car. And Swallow Snake's Eggs. Snake type game. I don't know what a snake type game is. All right, so right here, little trivia. The boxing instructions claim that there are over 50,000 ways to play. 50,000. Didn't they say like, what did they say in the commercial? Didn't they say like 2,000 different ways? So they had boxes saying that 50,000 ways. although this number is achieved by multiplying all possible levels and modes together. Arguably, the unit actually only has 9 individual games as well, as the last 8, included 16, are just clones, variations of Tetris. The Pro was followed by similar units over the years with the same type of displays. Alright, so yeah, this game, even though they advertise that there's over 200 games on there, there's barely 10 games on here. There's barely 10. And in some places, they'll advertise 55. So, I mean, would you buy this? Would you buy this? I mean, like I said earlier, it seems to me that the calculator. Oh, okay. Yeah, the calculator is about the only practical aspect of this whole thing. So yeah. Would you buy it? I certainly would not. All right. That about concludes this terrible video game commercial. Hope you enjoyed hearing me rant about what I just see as just terrible products. And hopefully you can take away a few things from what I'm saying. Hopefully. All right, so that concludes this terrible video game commercial. Hey, make sure you subscribe to Smoking Fiend Productions. Make sure you subscribe to Smoking Fiend Productions, because that's the way that you'll see more and more terrible video game commercials and my commentary in the future. So make sure you stay tuned, and thank you again for watching.